Hey guys, Mr. Baines here to talk about the associative and commutative properties. It's a tough word. All right, add this to your table of contents. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. I will be able to rearrange expressions by associating and commuting terms. Associating and commuting. All right, so try these problems. Write your answers in your notebooks. All right. What do you notice? That you noticed? Go ahead and pause. Okay. When the numbers are the same, you get the same answer. These are all addition problems and multiplication problems. When the numbers are the same, you get the same answer. Okay, now try these problems and division. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, what do you notice? Go ahead and pause it. Okay, these are subtraction problems and you do not get the same answer. These are all the same numbers, but you don't get the same answer. Division, also not the same answer. Multiplication, you get the same problems or the same answers, and addition, but not division and subtraction. So this is called the commutative property. It does matter what order you subtract and divide in. So you just have to be very careful when you're using division and subtraction signs. Addition and multiplication use. Okay, so A plus B is the same as B plus A. Doesn't matter what order I add them in. A times B is the same as B times. Okay, doesn't matter what order I multiply them. And the reason it's commute, one way I've heard it said is you commute to school and you commute back. It doesn't matter which way you go. It's the same distance either way. So, all right. In your own words, define the commutative property in that tip chart. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. Now, I just want you to rewrite them. I don't want you to solve them. Rewrite these problems, equations, so that they're all addition, and you can use the commutative property. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. So you change these so they're all addition. Okay. And then it doesn't matter what order you put them in. You could have 12 and 18 together, which is nice because they add up to 30. You could have 6 and 9 together. You could put these in any order, okay, because adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive. Okay. The next one that is important is the associative property of addition. You can group pieces of it together, and it doesn't matter how you group them. You could group A and B together. You could group B and C together. Either way, you'll still get the same answer. There's that mid step here. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, or 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So either way, you get 9. Okay, and this is important because it gets rid of subtraction. So instead of doing subtraction, you just do addition of negative numbers. And then it's difficult to get the problem wrong unless you are really not paying attention. So instead of doing minus 4, you just do plus a negative 4, and then it doesn't matter where the negative 4 is in there. Okay? So rearrange these by adding parentheses to simplify them. Use the associative property. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. So here you could group these together. So 12 plus 18 plus a negative 6 minus 9, or negative 6 plus a negative 9. Okay, so you can group these together, all right, which is convenient because you can turn it into this blue one. All right, so minus 6 plus 9. Okay, so you do this and this is just addition. Then you only have one subtraction problem. Okay? And there's more than one answer, so if you didn't get exactly what I got, yours could still be correct as long as it equals the same number. All right, write down your own definition for the associative property. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. Now we can also do this with multiplication. Okay, you can group multiplication pieces together. And it doesn't matter which way you group them, you still get the same answer. All right, so group these together using the associative property. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. Now I kind of did an extra step here and I got rid of the negatives because a -2 times a -5 cancels the negative out. So this is a really good way to get rid of negative symbols because when a negative times a negative equals a positive, now you don't have to worry about negatives anymore. Same with this one. This one, there's only one negative in the whole problem, so it does matter. You still have to keep the negative in there. But I grouped the fractions together, so I could multiply the fractions together, and then I could multiply the whole numbers together. Okay? But there's more than one answer to this, so if you choose to sort yours in a different way, that's fine. Okay. Oh, and you can get rid of division signs by using the associative property. So you don't have to use division. Instead of using division, you could just multiply by a fraction. And it's the same thing. 4 times a half is 2. Just like 4 divided by 2 is 2. And this is because division is multiplying by the reciprocal. 1/2 is the same as the reciprocal of 2. Okay. And the final important note is terms that are multiplied must stay associated. So 10 and 3 have to stay associated. So you need to put parentheses around these two, because if you change the order of this problem and you get 10 times 5 plus 3, you get a different number. Okay, the only way to keep the same number is to keep 10 and 3 multiplied by each other. Just like with addition too. So if I had another term on here that was added to 5, you'd want to keep all the addition problems associated with parentheses and all the multiplication associated by parentheses. Okay, that is it for this video. I'd like you to go to Google Classrooms and answer the questions on associative and commutative properties. I'll see you next time.